Episode 19, inking. I'm in the same clothes. That's because I'm recording these back to back. Yes, it makes my job a little bit easier. This video again will be mainly you watching me ink, so on with the show. Alright folks, here we go. This is the inking process. You're going to see things change a lot on the lighthouse at the beginning. This is the first thing I've really inked with this program, and I just had a real hard time finding the brush that I like for inking. I messed around with calligraphy pens here. I messed around with a fine marker, the brush. I messed around with the, what was that? The regular marker, I think it was. I liked the line that the calligraphy pen was laying down, but no matter how I tilted the Apple stylus, the Apple pencil, it didn't change it. So I finally decided to go with just the fine line marker, and then I would just lay out again. I watched the Stan Sakai video a lot, and I liked the way he did his work. He would go through, pencil it, ink, do all the lines, go back through, add the details, then put in his, well, I'm sorry, he would do his lines, put in his, spot his blacks out, and then go back in and add his details. And as he would tell you, the final detail he put was all these little teeny dots. It took a really long time. I also watched an interview with Jim Lee, and he did a similar style. So I figured these two guys are people I like. Can kind of learn from them. When I did the pencil review on this particular app, and I've got to go back through and add these links to these apps on both of the reviews here, I kept wanting to jump ahead to this. While penciling was good with this application, and it's still, like I said, if you want a one-shop stop, this application is fantastic. It's everything right here. Good penciling, all the tools that you can need are right here, even down to you can type up your script in its own format. I hate the inking. Hate it. Despise it. I tried to color something in this on another project, and I didn't care for that much either. And I'm jumping ahead on that just because I will not be doing any coloring tutorials coming up. The next tutorial for the next script will be using Sketchbook Pro on an Apple iPad Pro. Number 3 I may do on the Surface on Sketchbook Pro. And the reason for me changing applications and machines isn't for me so much. It is more for you, the people watching these reviews, so you can see how the different tools with the different applications handle the different formats. You'll notice the middle panel here. I skip over it. It's inked, but I don't show the video from it, and that's mainly because this video on its original runtime was 36 minutes long, and nobody has got time to sit around and watch me put lines down for 36 minutes. I left the main scene and then inking our hero here, the fisherman, so that you could see how that was done. Characters are just fun to ink, so some changes made. Originally he was wearing a helmet. I've decided to kind of put some stitching on there and try to make it look a little more like a fisherman's hat. I really like this design on him. Again, going back to the tools here, it does have some nice tools. I can outline and then go to the paint bucket there, hit the large black areas, and then just dump the paint. And you'll notice when you see like the spots that just go black real fast like that, that is me using the paint bucket. Again, there you see the calligraphy lines, and you're going to see the calligraphy lines again where I try like crazy to get this to work, and it doesn't matter how I rotate the canvas or the pen or anything, the lines look horrible. Their weight doesn't change. For everything I've ever learned about inking and drawing, it just will not work. So, very likely the last time I'm going to use this particular app. Now, something else that's worth mentioning is I am also running this on the beta of iOS 11. Unfortunately, because I am running iOS 11, I've been trying to use Procreate, another one of my very favorite apps, and the app just will not function with iOS 11. In sketching mode, using just a light pencil, it handled pretty well, but as soon as I got into any type of heavy inking, painting, any type of real work, the lag became incredibly slow. So you won't. Yeah, you will. I'll do a quick little test. It will not be a final project by any means, but I'll do something so you can see how Procreate and iOS 11 do not work together, and that way you have all the information at your disposal. I do love the island. I hate drawing the water around it. I am not good with water. I tried to think about some Conan magazines that I used to read when I was younger. Now that I'm an adult, I feel like they're too old for me. I can't read them. I'm aging backwards. If anybody's old enough to remember Mork and Mindy, I'm like a child from that show. But yeah, as I get older, I like the more simplistic, childish stuff. Not crazy about the little whirly hoops on the rocks. Those rocks may change. And the anchor's not showing up there. I've got to put the anchor in still. Because, Anchor Island's got to have an anchor on it. And let's see. So going back, you notice the nice straight lines. That's because even with the pen, as I had told you with the pencil, you can use that little wavy line. You click on it and it will make a straight line so that you can outline your boxes. At the very top in the middle of the screen, you notice 3 icons. There's a pencil, a pen, and then a word balloon. Those are just for that. The pencil is that sketching one that I did the first time, and that's an underneath layer. The inking is almost, it creates its next layer for you. And then when you go to word balloons, you can actually type and select your fonts and everything, and it's fantastic. Like I said, this is a great app. But the inking just looks so pixelated when I zoom in. I don't know if it's resolution. Maybe I missed something in settings. But I'm looking very forward to getting back to Sketchbook Pro and working with it for the next strip. I am coming close to into my inking sample here, so we'll return to my normal face talking to you in the close of the video and come back for episode 20. Why? Because I said so. Alright folks, that was episode 19, Inking. I hope you enjoyed. Keep subscribing and sharing. Thank you very much. And we're moving on to episode 20, Why? No, not Why. That's the name of it. Alright, I was going to try to do a whole Who's on First, Abbott and Costello. I'm just not that clever. So come on back for episode 20, Why?